Well, a great hand then for the two sides that are going to compete in the Women's World Cup of 2013, when Australia will take on the current world champions, New Zealand, the Silver Ferns. There's been 3 World Cups, and New Zealand have won every one of them. So there's no pressure on Australia, is there? And we'll give you the teams after the national anthems, as have been given to us via the volunteers, will have come via the coaches. So if the players are wearing the wrong shirts, don't shoot the commentator, shoot the coach. But it's resplendent weather here at the Leeds Carnegie Stadium for this final game. It's the second game of 3 of the which will climax the Festival of World Cups that's been held up over the last fortnight. So Sophie Cox, David Oxley and Pat Crawshaw are being presented to the players of both sides. Sophie Cox, who is a youngster, played rugby league, and I think she played in one of the schools finals that was played at Wembley all those years ago. She's a current judo player, and a judo player of some repute as such, but it's fitting that she's been presented to the players, and she'll also be presenting the trophy to the winners of this particular competition as well. She's just been presented to the New Zealand side, and she's now being presented to the officials, and then the Australia players will get an introduction from her as well. But it should be a fantastic game. David Oxley, former Chief Executive of the Rugby League, was elected as President over the last 7 days, and he's also involved with the Student Rugby League as well, a great advocate of the game and a great servant to the game at both amateur and professional level. But we'll then have the national anthems, I would imagine, after that, and we'll then have the haka, and then I'll give you the teams. I'm not going to spoil what's going to be coming up for you at this moment in time, but there's a fantastic crowd on, and you can feel the atmosphere from our fantastic commentary and filming position here at the Leeds Carnegie Stadium, which, as I'm sure we all know, or you'll be aware of, it's the home of the Leeds Rhinos, who are the current Super League champions. atmosphere is building.
The best angel society is set up to help the girls involved in the N62 accident, which happened on Thursday, in which one girl, Beth Jones, tragically died at the age of just 18. Beth's family and close friends decided to set up this charity in her memory and to help her mum, sister and friends who are all seriously hurt in order to raise funds to assist them through the hard times they once ahead. Stacey Sullivan is one of Beth's angels who she's here today, along with her two sons who are among the ultimate passed. On the referee's whistle, we shall have a minute's applause in memory of Beth Jones and in recognition of Beth's angels.
Fitting tribute, tragic circumstances. The New Zealand side then, they'll form and we'll do the traditional haka in a few seconds' time. Well, if that doesn't get the pulses and bloods flowing, what will, as the world champions New Zealand do a superb haka against the Australian ladies or women. I'll give you the teams as given to us by the coaches. I repeat, given to us by the coaches. Number 1 for Australia, Samantha Hammond. Number 22, Emma Tonogato. Number 3, Jenny Sue Hooper. Number 4, Joanne Barrett. 5, Jessica Palmer. 6, Ali Briganshaw. 7, Karen Murphy. 8, Stephanie Hancock. 9, Nat Dwyer. 15, Heather Ballinger. 20, Alex Loost. 12, Renee Kunst. 13, Tahi Morris. Substitute. 14, Julie Young. 15, Rivan Sims. 16, Alana Waltons. 23, Tara Westara. For New Zealand, number 2, Sereno Fiso. 20, Geneva Weber. Number 3, Hone Harima. 12, Lisa Campbell. 5, Kylie Takano. 18, Nora Maka. 7, Rona Peters. 16, Charlotte Arp Scanlon. 9, Shanita Woodman. 10, Anna Tui Pereira. 11, Kathleen Karamiti. 13, Kennedy C. Pereira. 14, Kahuarangi Peters. Substitutes, 24, Kelly Maipi. 19, Simone Panapa. 15, Amy Gilbert. And 23, Paris Hall. In sun-drenched weather here at Headingley Carnegie, New Zealand, the world champions, 3 World Cups, world champions on each of those finals. Have the ball for this first set of 6. I'm just hoping that, that's straight into touch. Early seconds or early minute nerves for the New Zealand side as they went for touch, and it went well into touch as well, did that ball. So Australia going to get first head and feed at the scrum. Zealand in the all-black kit with it's pink trimming and stripes. Australia's traditional gold, all gold with green collars, green piping on shorts and sleeves and numbers. It's a good drive back at this moment in time, and it's Ali Briganshaw at acting half-back. The ball goes left to Tahi Norris. Norris drives it forward. 3 in the tackle. Nat Dwyer at hooker. Ball goes left to Renee Kunst. Simple driving rugby at the moment. 15, Heather Ballinger. New Zealand won the game in the round robin series on the way to this final unbeaten. Last tackle, one played 3-1-3, then they won the semi-final. So New Zealand have that ball. Inside their own 10. And down that short side. Sereno Fiso. Tackle just inside the play. Big hit there. Barretton Palmer, Australia. Good drive forward that. 3 in the tackle. Going down this short side. Close scoop from action half back, and it's a good run, and it's a big hit on Shanita Woodman. Last one. Punt downfield. Well, it's a gimme to the Australian play. Oh, and it's a big hit there from Rona Peters. Welcome to the final, Samantha Hammond. Well, that's another cracking hit, this time on Jessica Palmer. Well, tackle this time by Kahurangi Peters. Their own 40-metre line, flat ball there out to Tahi Norris, who makes a few more metres, but the tackles are certainly going in, and ball goes left. Ballinger's wrapped up, 3 in the tackle. Kennedy Pereira involved, last tackle, good set of 6. Dwyer gives it to Murphy. Murphy puts it downfield, and it's going to eventually be picked up there by Sereno Fiso. He gets that ball, goes herself. That looked a little bit high, but the referee's happy with it. Steps off her left foot, drives forward. 2 in the tackle from Australia. Another scoot, drive forward. Number 10, I think, Anna Tui Pereira. Another good punt, crossfield downfield. It bounces a few times. Will it stay in play or go into touch? It Seen into touch. Cracking kick. I'm not sure whether there's a 40-20 or not. We'll soon find out. And it was. What a superb kick downfield. And perhaps the Australian player, I think Emma Tanagato, rather than just letting it go into play, should have made a bit of a run back to get that ball. But short of 5 minutes gone. We've had back-to-back sets, but that was a cracking punt downfield by Rona Peters. Ball goes in the scrum. David Domi. Oh, there's a chance here out wide. It goes to number 5. Carly Takano. But she's wrapped in there as that Australian sliding defence goes across. But Serena Fiso joined that line, and it's a drive forward now from number 11, Kathleen Keremetti. Little scoop from out in half back, and it's Takano again, and it's all hands to the pump on that New Zealand line. It looked like a little grubber, but I think he's going to give the try here, and it's going to be the opening score, I think, to Shanita Woodman after some 6 minutes. Well, can they turn that 4 into 6? But I'm a stern believer of when that ball goes to the right of the post. So it's 4-0. Geneva Webber couldn't have the extras.
So this is going to the Rugby League World Cup final. New Zealand at 4, Australia.
Yeah, what I was trying to say there was a firm believer of getting a reward from a 40-20, and that was another good example of it there as Australia restart that ball, and it's picked up by New Zealand, and they certainly made them pay. They put some, took that play to down the left-hand channel, then got close to the line, and then Shanita Woodman just drove her from close range. Suppose you can call it poor defence from Australia, but the bottom line is that New Zealand have taken the lead. Like I said, there's been 3 World Cups, 3 World Cup finals, and New Zealand have prevailed in all of them. Woodman, the scorer, gets it out to Serena Fiso, who joins the line, and she gets through the first phase, but unfortunately an error there as she passed that ball, I think, forward to number 16 for New Zealand, Charlotte, and up Scarlett. So Australia then get that ball just inside the Australia half. So they get the ball out of the scrum, and there's 3 New Zealanders in the tackle on Hopper, I'm not sure of the pronunciation. Dwyer puts that ball on the left hand side to Norris. Norris is well wrapped up by 3 New Zealand players, including Kahurangi Peters. Ball goes right now then, and it's number 6, Ali Brigginshaw, makes a few more metres. Dwyer adapting half back, glances to her right, puts the missed ball out there to Karen Murphy. Murphy gets it out. There's numbers on your right hand side there. Barrett going for it. She straightens up. Shadow Winger outside, but superb defence. But it was illegal defence by New Zealand in the shape of Oni Harima. So it's going to be a penalty to Australia. They're 15 metres away. The best attacking position to date as they do the first thing, which is fine touch. So the attack's going to start from the 10 metre line, and it's Dwyer taps it, gets that ball out there to Murphy. Ball goes out, and it's a drive forward, and I think it's number 8 Hancock at tackle. She's like 3 metres away. Dwyer at acting half back, and it's a drive forward from Norris, but she's stopped and then pushed backwards a few metres. Australia in, and New Zealand pay the penalty, and it's number I think it's 22 who's got that one, Emma Tongato. Watching on the replay, the ball goes down the line and the fullback puts the ball out there. No, it's the number 3, Jenny Sue Hooper, and it's 4-all with the kick to come. Beautiful handling by Australia.
Australia took the line for number 3, Jenny Sue Hooper.
Well, unfortunately, the kick goes to the left of the post, so we've got a tied ball game. A good effort from out wide from Australia, but it wasn't to be for Ali Brigginshaw. So Geneva Webber then, waiting to restart this game. It's 4 apiece. Battle of the Southern Hemisphere. New Zealand against Australia, and it's a good drive forward from Australia on that first tackle from the reset. Ballinger, oh, and that was a hell of a hit on Ballinger. Somehow that ball went backwards, and I'm not sure where the bell's still ringing. Well, she was lifted up. Well, surely that's a penalty. Referee says play on. Well, New Zealand are putting some big hits in. Pereira is involved there. All comes down this far side there, and it's an angled drive and spin from Renee Kunst on the 40-metre line. Still 3 calls held. Last tackle, good defensive set. It's out there, and it's a punt downfield by Karen Murphy, but it's superbly collected there by New Zealand, and it's number 2, Serena Fiso joins the line, makes a good run. Campbell directs an angled drive forward. Woodman, the New Zealand scorer, acting half back, gets that ball out there. Another drive forward. New Zealand. Maka. Ball comes right. Fiso has that ball. Tackle. 4 tackles gone on the 40-metre line. Good tackle there from Kunst. Campbell gets it out to Woodman. Woodman gets it out to Pereira. Last tackle, Woodman. Woodman gets it out to Peters. A spiralling bomb towards the edges, and it's half collected by Hammond, but the ball went back, but she gets it in goal, and she recovers well to go 5 metres into the attacking zone, and referee, I think he's done New Zealand, I think, for a flop there, so it's a piggyback for Australia. Instead of starting another 5 tackles from within 5 metres of their own try line, it's a penalty, but they tap it. 3 in the tackle there on Stephanie Hancock. Dwyer at acting half backward in the protective headgear. Ball goes right. Another good angled run by the Australian forwards. Make a few more metres. Dwyer looks to her left. But the ball goes down the short side. And Peters involved in the tackle. Oh, that's a good ball and a good break. That's a superb tackle though from Hirima. Murphy puts that ball out, and that's a beautiful ball underburst and crash to Kunst. Last tackle just inside the New Zealand half. Dwyer, ball goes left to Brigginshaw. It's a high spiralling bomb. There's a bit of wind here. Oh, and well, I thought she was going to knock on, but those two Australian players going towards helped her, I think, keep hold of that ball then. And it's Anna Tua Pereira drives it forward. Fast-paced game of rugby league. This is Ticano drives it forward for New Zealand. Woodman at acting half back. Looks to a left turn. Interference at the play of the ball. Referee's not having any of it, so it's a penalty to New Zealand. They tap it and go. Karavetti. Down that short side. Woodman finds Peters. Good tackle there by Palmer. Well, the tackles are certainly going in. It's shown some great score. And, well, that was a show and go dummy, and they all got it wrong. But Woodman passes it out. Dorona Peters picks up the loose ball as she gets it out to Ticano. Ticano makes a few more metres, and it's another set of 6. Referee saying there's an Aussie hand in there. Scanlon. Woodman acting half back. 28 away to Peters. Peters finds Woodman. Woodman finds Fiso. Fiso joins the line. Takes a tackle there off Reddy Kunst. He's putting some good ones in. Going down this right hand channel. There's a drive forward there from number 18, and it's Woodman. Woodman drives forward. Peters drives it forward, but she's pushed back. Last one. Good defensive set. Woodman puts a little angle grubber in, but it's well collected there by Australia. Simple rugby league then from the Australian women. Little scoop from acting halfback. Tries straightening up, but there's 2 in the tackle again. And up Scanlon involved in that tackle. Good ball there on the crash there to He Norris. Last tackle, but she stopped. Quick play the ball, and it's a punt downfield from Nat Dwyer. It's over the winger's head. But Ticano picks it up inside her own 10. It's a good chase from Australia. Oh, there's an half chance on there, a couple of swats, but it's a superb Australian half tackle, but a cracking run from Honey Hirima. He's got through 2. Good drive. Can I eat it? Oh, and it's a penalty to New Zealand. Interference at the play of the ball. Australia player looks in innocence as if they want me, sir. So Rona Peters. Suppose she's got to find touch, which she does. And can now turn the key and put pressure on 30 metres away. Peters gives it to Anop Scanlon. He's wrapped up 22 away. Woodman adapting halfback. Goes right to Peters. Peters drop off ball to Rangi Peters. Woodman again. Ball goes right, and she puts a beautiful drop-off ball there to Kelly Maipi. 8 away, Woodman. Woodman has the ball. She puts a flat ball right there. Oh, and there's a chance. Hensner in! On up Scanlon. Well, that try came from a result in another penalty on Woodman had the ball, and she flicked the ball left to Charlotte and up Scanlon, who was half stopped, but her legs and propulsion kept her going, and she scores the second try for New Zealand to make it 8-4 after 20 minutes. Well, Webster missed the first one. Could she kick this one from? It's from a similar position. Oh, she shanked that one, as they say in golfing terms. So it's 8-4. 2 unconverted tries against 1 unconverted try by Australia. So then, Australia ready to restart. Ali Brigginshaw. Bright, sunny Sunday afternoon here at the Leeds Carnegie Stadium. Good 15 metres run. New Zealand. Rona Peters goes herself, takes the Australian attack on, makes 5 metres. Woodman, that ball goes left. She's caught that. I thought she was going to overrun it there, but Kunst involved in the tackle. Foregone. Woodman. Rona Peters from inside her own 40. It's put downfield. It bounces, it carries on bouncing, it's approaching the 10 metre line, but it's picked up, didn't panic, didn't Jessica Palmer, and she's trying to come back with some more. Oh, what a cracking hit there by Woodman. She can only score, she can put the tackles in as well. Donegato there makes a few more metres, helping the forwards out. That's a flat looking ball out there to Ivan Sims. Dwyer adapting half-back. I'm going to quick play the ball. Drop off there to Kunst. A good game, a second rower. Last tackle, good defensive set. Could have been penalised there. Could still have been penalised. Brigginshaw. Puts it to that far corner, but it's well collected by New Zealand. Jessica Palmer else puts a tackle in there with 23, Tara Westerer. Oh, this is looking dangerous. Good run from Fiso, and it's a penalty against New Zealand. And every time she has the ball, the full-back joins the line and looks dangerous. So Rona Peters with the ball. She finds touch. Woodman taps it. Good drive and spin. Sims involved in the tackle with Dwyer. Woodman, the ball goes right to Fiso, who looks dangerous. Time she has the ball in the hand, going forward, joining the line, timing it when she's ready. Woodman finds Panapa. Panapa gets it out to Campbell. Campbell still has the ball. She's wrapped up by Kunst. 15 away. Another drive forward. Australia up to the task, 5 metres away. Woodman adapting half back. Panapa finds Rona Peters. Rona Peters pops out a long ball there to Harimi. Harimi going an arcing run. She passes it to winger Ticano, who steps into touch and looks to slightly overrun it there. So Australia going to have the head and feed. 15 minutes left in this half. But it's 8-4. All we expected in this final. So they've played each other in the earlier group games where New Zealand won that game. They've won every game on the march to this final. Australia have just lost the one. That particular game. Oh, that looked across the face. And Panapa. Hammond. Arcing run. Cups inside. And then she's dumped on the 20-metre line. Woodman puts that shoulder in again legally. Oh, and that wasn't the world's best pass, 23 metres out as Carrie Murphy tried finding Alana Watson and it didn't work. Brinkenshaw picked up the loose pass, but the referee deems it a knock on. So it's a dangerous position for New Zealand. They're going to get the scrum head and feed some 25 metres out. 8-4 ahead. Simone Panapa is going to feed the scrum. It's got Rhoda Peters on this side. Lisa Campbell comes out to the base and it's collected by Harimi. Harimi gets thrown the first one, an arcing run. She's going herself. Oh, it's superb defence. Perhaps she should have offloaded it to a winger, but she backed herself to Harimi. So on the opening tackle, they've lost the ball, but that could be an avenue of attack for the Silver Ferns. You've got to give credit where credit's due to this Australian defence. As the sun's out, it's make it more hazardous, and there's not been much water on the field. It's been a full-on game so far. Not a lot, if any, stoppages at this moment in time. Hope it doesn't make much ground this time. Another drive forward. Australia. Dwyer wanting a quicker play of the ball. That came off a Silver Fern and he's wasn't sure he's going to give here. I'd have given a penalty. And he has. Norris drives it forward on the first tackle. Panapa involved in the tackle and she dummied right and then as she went left, Dwyer's lost the ball. She's not happy. The Kiwis are though. Australian 40-metre line. So they park down. Panapa waiting to feed it. Tacking down that far channel again and Fiso joins the line. And again, you've got to give big rap to this Australian defence. New Zealand might see it as a place where they're going to get the tries through, but that sliding defence today, it's come good, and it came good again on that opening tackle from the scrum. Planned move, but it's not coming off yet for New Zealand. Maka puts the tackle in. Apologies, I think I may have been calling her Panappa earlier on. Oh, good drop off there from Brigginshaw. Dwyer. Oh, Dwyer thinks about it and goes herself, shows and goes. Murphy acting half-back just on their own 40-metre line, trying to milk a penalty. To no success. There's a drive forward from Hancock, but 3 put her down. Including Mipey. It's a punt downfield from Murphy. Bounces once and it's picked up. As a New Zealand winger, did she use Fiso as a shield? Referee says no. Fiso has the ball. It goes right, and it's pass forward, good tackle, and they force a little knock on between them. That's Norris and Sims. So Australia are going to be in a great position if they can get this ball from the scrum, which you'd expect. 30 metres away. 8-4 behind. As the referee holds up the clock, and there's some water coming on, and quite right too. It's hot out there. There's a New Zealand player who appears to have got an injury. I think it's Geneva Webber who's coming off. But play's taking on water. Like I say, it's been played at a fantastic pace, and it's a credit to the women's game. Big hand then for the player who's come off injured. Lots of boys and girls have retired from the field, and we're going to have this scrum. It's 30 metres out. Karen Murphy feeds it, comes out at the base to it's Rivan Sims. Was started acting half-back. It wasn't Sims, it was Norris, and they're going down this short side. He's in here trying to force her into touch. Two tackles gone. Dwyer at acting half-back. She finds Brigginshaw finds Sims. Sims doesn't make much progress. Dwyer goes to acting half-back, wanting a quick play of the ball, and she gets it now, and the ball goes right, and it's a flattish looking ball there. And now they're 12 metres away, and it's a knock-on against... No, it's not, it's a penalty for Australia. Will they go for 2, or will they go for the try? It's going to be out, 12 metres out. It's Hancock, little mate's an angled run. Can't get through the one round the legs and the one upstairs. Dwyer at acting half-back. She glances to her left, glances to her right. She's got numbers to her left, and it goes left there to Murphy. But Murphy comes back on herself, then she offloads it, ball comes loose. Dwyer has it again. She's wrapped up, good style by Keremiti. Ball goes now to Murphy. Brigginshaw gets into a full back. There's numbers on here. Can she get in for a try? I think she's it. Is he going to give it? Referee saying that she was held up. That was Samantha Hammond. It's going to be a 10-metre restart, but cracking handling again by Australia. Dwyer. Well, she couldn't have been square, could she? Might be. Ball goes out then to number 17, Sims. Sims drives it forward, but she can't get through that tackle. 10 metres away, Dwyer inside that 10, steps off her right, spins, then she gets it out. They panicking. Did that come off a New Zealand player? Referee waves the tackle, can't clean, so we're going to have back-to-back sets. Murphy picks up the crumbs, the ball goes right, and it's another drive fall from Australia, 4 points behind. Murphy puts a flat ball out there. Player well wrapped up, I think it was Salus. Dwyer. Murphy gets it to Brigginshaw. Brigginshaw gets it to Hammond. Oh, and well, the referee first of all gives one for crossing, then he gives another penalty for descent. And as we speak, there's an Australian player injured in back play. It's number 20, I think it is, which will be Alex Salus. But the referee's having a word with the skipper about that for descent. So referee's having none of it. He's not happy, but straight away gave a penalty. He's having no descent. He's having this game played how it should be played. He's certainly put his point over, that's for sure. The Australia players up. Kunst still having a word with the referee. But that was a meeting of minds, the referee, Murphy and Kunst. So they got an extra 10 metres, did New Zealand. Oh, and Kunst is up for this, puts a good tackle in. And they're not happy. Oh, and Kunst is in again. She's certainly putting herself about. This second rower. Knock on and good play. Oh, it's warming up. Tempers are fraying. That's a bad mistake from Kahurangi Peters. But give Kunst credit where due. She gave that penalty away, but she certainly put herself about on those next two tackles from New Zealand, which the second one forced a knock on. And anybody who thinks that neither of these sides wants it, well, they're proving everybody wrong at the moment. Murphy to Brigginshaw. Brigginshaw steps off the right foot, makes a few more metres. Dwyer glances, she's got Hancock to her left. But she finds Hancock, who just drives forward. There's two in the tackle. And eventually she's put to ground, two gone. Dwyer glances to her left. She gets it out to Kunst. Kunst drives forward and spins. Takes it 20 metres out. Dwyer gets it out to Brigginshaw. Brigginshaw finds Murphy. Murphy finds Hammond. Hammond puts a beautiful ball out there to Hopper. Hopper's going for it, shadow winger, but a beautiful run. Perhaps she should have passed it on a switch. Australia, they equalise. Last tackle. Little Grubber, was that a little knock on? Was it intentional? It's a penalty to Australia, the third back-to-back sets. They're turning the key. Dwyer taps it, gives it to Murphy. Murphy flat ball to Hancock. Hancock drives. It's four Kiwis in the tackle. Slims to the left here. Slims gets it on the crash. She's drives. She bounces off the post and the ball's come loose somewhere. They've got the numbers. If they don't panic here, she's in for the try. I think it's 23. Tara Westara. What a cracking effort. Well, what a cracking try that was on the third back-to-back sets pressure. It had to come. And the ball went out to 23 eventually. Tara Westara. Somehow that ball got offloaded by the forward who drove for the line. And then it was just down the line. He didn't panic and she went in for that try. 8 apiece with the kick to come. Well, unfortunately, the kick wasn't as good as the build-up to the try, so we've got a tied ball game with 2.5 minutes remaining, but a superb try from Taro Westara. How they got that offload, as the Beach Boys say, God only knows. But when they did get it, the ball went on the left-hand side, and Taro Westara scored a great try. What a cracking drive and run from Hancock. Hooper makes another run forward, putting herself about. Hooper, who scored the opening try for Australia to make it 4 apiece early in this game, is number 17, Rianne Sims, that drives it forward. Dwyer glances to her left, wants a quick play of the ball, and she gets it out to Briginshaw. Briginshaw, dummy with chance now then for Westara. Westara gets that ball out to number 22, Gatto. Tongato finds Briginshaw. Last tackle. Briginshaw punts it high. There's numbers to the right if they use them. Oh, overran, it cuts inside. There's still a chance for Australia. She's backing herself. Oh, she puts. Oh, well, if that could have got to the wing over from Hooper, they could have taken the lead with just 30 seconds left. But superb running rugby by Australia again. But it's a tied game. But Hooper certainly putting herself about. Some beautiful handling by the Australians. It was just that last pass sadly let them down on this occasion. I think it was for Jessica Palmer, and if she could have took that, I'm sure she could have been in. Well, Kunst is in again, and she's not taking a backward step, isn't this second rower? She's helped out by Alex Salus. Scrappy play of the ball. And this time it's Norris and Rivan Sims as a hooter goals, and in the first half, the half-time score of this Women's Rugby League World Cup 2013 is Australia 8, New Zealand 8. A try from Shanita Woodman opened the scoring for New Zealand. Hooper made it 4 apiece. Then on the 20-minute mark, Charlotte Anup Scanlon went in to make it 8-4, but 3 minutes from half-time, Tara Westara scored an unconverted try, make it 8-piece. Who's going to win? Tune in the second 40. So welcome back to the second half, the second 40 of the Women's Rugby League World Cup final. We've got a tied ball game here at the moment. New Zealand, the world champions for the last 3 tournaments, 8, Australia 8, but it's been nip and tuck. But Australia have always been playing catch-up rugby league. They had a half chance after and Australia have lost the ball early in the tackle count. I think it's number 17, Rivan Sims, trying to say they had a chance just before half time, but Hooper couldn't get the ball out to Jessica Palmer, which could have seen them go into the sheds with a lead. But they made the first mistake in the opening 30 seconds of this second half, and it puts the New Zealand side in with a great chance as the ball comes out of the scrum, and it comes out to Honi Harima. Harima drive, goes forward, she gets through the first one, gets through the second one, but she's put to the ground by Rivan Sims. 25 away. Woodman gives it to Kari Rangu Peters, and Peters gets that flat ball there out to Amber Paris Hall. The wrecking ball. Woodman's going herself. She's just wrapped up by Kunst. Another superb tackle by my humble, the outstanding Australian forward on the field at the moment. Here comes Paris Hall. She's stopped on the line. We're on the last tackle. Great set of defences. Can they keep them out further? Out to Rona Peters. Rona Peters puts an angle grubber in, is it? Oh, it just bounces out of play. There's Keramichi. It's a fingernail away from touching that ball to score. But a great defensive set by Australia. Now then, what can they do with this ball? Dwyer finds Murphy, who's driven back to where they started that to play the ball by Maipy. Westara, scorer of that last Australian try. That was a scrappy play of the ball, but the referee says play on. Dwyer. His Australian forward drive. And Kuntz looks as if she's injured there. Trainer's on. He's feeling the bottom of her back. Last tackle. Good punt downfield. It goes behind Fiso. It bounces kindly. Forrest gets it on her own 10-metre line. It's a good chase by Murphy and Brigginshaw and the rest of the Australian side. There's New Zealand player who's standing about up at the back as they now drive it forward. 3 in the tackle, including Tahir Morris. Ball goes left. Nice little footwork there from Harima. Woodman and acting halfback, directing operation, but the ball goes right to Rona Peters. Puts a crossfield angle bomb there. Bounces once, but it bounces towards the try line. It's picked up, but it's a great chase. But it's a nice little run though from the Australian player. Straightens up. She straightens up. She's got the fullback to beat. She goes round the fullback, but she can't beat Harima. What a superb run there from Hammond. It looked like try on. Coming down this short side, can they take advantage? It's Jessica Palmer. But what a superb run. She's hurt herself doing that, looking a glance at her in back play, looks at her hip or her wrist. As number 20 for Australia, Alex Selous drives it forward. Dwyer at acting halfback, gets it to Hancock. Hancock goes down the middle. Paris Hall's involved in the tackle. 12 metres away. Dwyer, ball goes right to Brigginshaw, puts a little angle grubber to the H's, but it's a cool thinking and play by Fiso, the New Zealand fullback. Well, that was a good ball and all tackle. Nice little run. But Woodman's involved in that tackle with the 20 Selous. Ball goes right to Rona Peters, puts a drop-off ball there to number 14, Kahurangi Peters. Woodman scoots down the middle and she's just up. 3 in the tackle, last tackle. Good set defence of Australia. Rona Peters gets it off Rangu Peters. It's a high one. Oh, it's superbly taken by Australia. Looks a little bit high round the head. Westara tries taking on Fiso, but Fiso wins that one. I think if it wasn't Fiso, it was Campbell. Dwyer makes a few more metres. Brigginshaw. 35 away. Dwyer wants a quick play of the ball. Murphy puts that ball out there to Hancock. Hancock drives forward, but Karimi and Harima are involved in the tackle. Last one, 20 away. Little Grubber. Good play by Australia. It's going to force a New Zealand dropout. Couldn't they turn the key on back-to-back sets? They got their equalising second try on the back of 3 back-to-back sets. So referee glances at his watch as the clock takes down. New Zealand are in no hurry. So Rona Peters has the ball. He's eventually stopped the clock. Amazes me, these referees, how they do this or don't do this. Anyway, it's a drop out from New Zealand. Can Australia turn the key? Number 17, Revan Sims, makes a good drive forward. Norris doesn't make any headway. Oh, and then they knock on second tackle. I don't think Rhoda Peters needs to do that. I don't think it'll take much for them to rattle each other's cages and kick off, but bad mistake that on the second tackle by Australia. They had themselves in a great position there on that second back-to-back set. So Maka feeds it, gets that ball out then, and New Zealand can they counter-attack? Harimi. Oh, there's chance on here on this left channel, but it's a superb tackle from Norris. Woodman. Woodman finds Rona Peters. Rona Peters finds number 24, Kelly Maipy. Maipy's tackle just short of the halfway line. Woodman again at acting half-back. And instead of passing it, Woodman goes and makes a good 10 metres, just short of the Australian 40-metre line. Who's going to win this battle of the Southern Hemispheres in this Women's World Cup final? Fiso finds Rona Peters. Rona Peters finds Mackie. Mackie straightens up. She's got the fullback. She loses her footing as she stepped off her left. And that was a great chance. Last tackle as Australia regroup. Rhoda Peters finds Rangi Peters. Rangi Peters loses the ball and Australia drop on it. Well, that was a big chance for the World Cup holders, but as she was just coming inside, she lost her footing. Well, pat a cake, Baker's man there. It's a big hit by Woodman. I think it was on Westara. Oh, this is a gimme, isn't it, really? Penalty against New Zealand. Not being square at the play of the ball. I think that's Hancock driving forward, and Hancock's lost the ball, but I think it went backwards. Referee says it was a ball steal. He's nearer than me, as we've got a New Zealand player down on the field suffering from cramp. And he's referee holding up play for this cramp, but great standard of play being put on show here by the women of both sides. And this Festival World Cup, it's just shown that women can play rugby league as hard as their the male counterparts, and whereas you might get a top and bottom tackle if you're playing in the men's game, you get a top, middle and bottom when the women get stuck in, and some of the shoulders that have gone in, I'm sure they certainly hurt, although the players might get up and pretend that they're not injured, or they've not been hurt from the tackle. Anyway, everybody's okay. The player with cramps got up, and Australia are going to tap it just on short of their own 30-metre line. So Dwight does the first thing, she finds touch. Good drive forward from Heather Ballinger. Dwyer gives it to Kunst. Kunst drives forward, but she's wrapped up by two. That's a little dummy and show and go from Dwyer. Murphy puts a flat ball for Hancock to drive onto. Hancock thinks about offloading, but she can't because of Australian defence in the shape of Scanlon and Rona Peters. Dwyer gives it to Hammett Murphy. Murphy gets it to Ballinger. Last tackle, thought she'd seen the gap. Dwyer gives it to Murphy. Murphy angled chip through to the corner, but it's well picked up by New Zealand. Oh, they're attacking this short side. They threw the first of full-back to beat, but she's half beaten her. But Australia get back and she's tackled on the halfway line. Referees play on. Got another half chance here, Australia, and it's Macca who makes that run forward. Woodman gets it out to Fiso, who's joined the line again, drives and spins. She's up to the Australia 30-metre line. Woodman directing operations. The dummy runner there was number 24 for Australia, Kelly Maipy. Last tackle, Woodman. Rona Peters. Did that get charged in? Is it play on? Is it offside? Is it a scrum? It's certainly a scrum. Who's going to... Yeah, it's saying not gone on the charge down. So New Zealand then, I think this may possibly be their first back-to-back set. So can they make this pressure pay? 8 all. There's 28 left. And the water's coming on a little bit, and quite right too. New Zealand side anyway. Rangu Peters wrapped up there by Tara Wastara. 20 away. Going down this left side. Oh, and a beautiful sidestep. Oh, well, superb sidestep and footwork, but she's held on the line. That's Honey Harima. Got numbers if they want them. This Australian defence stops them again, and this time it was Scanlon stopped. Woodman, Rona Peters flat ball to Fiso. Fiso's wrapped up 5 away. The star involved in the tackle. Woodman has it again. She puts a flat ball out again, and it's wrapped up. The Australians. Beg your pardon, the Kiwi number 3 Harima. Last tackle. Great defence from Australia. Rona Peters. Well, did that? Well, she's dropped on it. They're not saying that she played at it. It came off Kunst. But it wasn't Kunst who dropped on it. It was number 15, Heather Ballinger. What a cracking game we've got here. What a final. Oh. She did well to keep hold of that, did Dwyer. Oh, and that's going to be a bad mistake there. It was overrun there. New Zealand have got it back. They're 8 metres away. Woodman. It's a beautiful ball out as New Zealand drive for the line. A couple of metres away now then. Woodman gets it. She gets it out to Macca. Macca drives for the line, but she's hit bottom, top and bottom. Kunst involved. They've got numbers to the right. They're in! New Zealand have scored! 12-8. Well, we'll give you the score in a minute, I'm not sure, but it's a bad mistake. Australia lost the ball in their own half. I'm waiting for the television replay, but Murphy's Law, they've decided not to use it this time, which is a bit of a shame, because now we're waiting for shot. And it's 15, Amy Gilbert who scored that try. I was hoping that we might get a close-up from our to her left, but they didn't give it. But Amy Gilbert then scored that after a mistake, after Australia lost that ball in their own 10-metre line. Oh, she hits it well, but just goes to the right of the post, so it's a third unconverted try for New Zealand against two unconverted tries to Australia, and it was Fiso who missed that conversion. Beg your pardon, it wasn't Fiso, sorry, it was Lisa Campbell. So Australia playing catch up yet again then. But they were victims of their own bad play inside their own 10 as Panapa has that ball. Woodman an acting half-back. She drives down the middle, but she's wrapped up there by Julie Young and Westara. Rona Peters. Flat ball there to Harima. Last tackle. 30 out. Pereira puts it downfield. It bounced kindly into the arms of Australia. Well, was that an involuntary tackle? That certainly wasn't. That's a penalty. Well, Arnott Scanlon certainly put that one in after the... Well, I'm sure it was an involuntary tackle. But we don't give them any more, I don't think. Well, New Zealand appear to be turning the screw, even though they haven't got the ball. That's a nice little run, though, and he'll had commentators curse. Ballinger drives it forward, takes that ball from Murphy. Good ball, there's a chance on here, she's got a winger, but she comes inside, Harper, she's going through the inches, and she got the strength, she comes inside, and so she puts a beautiful ball out to Hammond. What a fantastic try, when she could have gone herself. It's 8 apiece. I beg your pardon, I'm getting excited. It's 12 apiece with the kick to come after a superb run from Harper. Game on with 21 left. Now then, can she pull this one over? She certainly can! Ali Brigginshaw makes it. Australia 14, New Zealand 12, and they lead the game for the first time on the hour. Are we going to have a shock? The mighty Silver Ferns. 3 World Cups, 3 World Cup wins. This is the 4th. Can they come back? Well, game on. But what a superb run, though, to create that try by Jenny Sue Harper. And there's a Kiwi gone down. I think it's Rona Peters. Took something to the abdomen. I'm assuming it's something in the tackle. Like a true sporting champion, she gets up as Australia now. Australia cutting down the middle there in Taheen Norris. Up to the New Zealand's 40-metre line. Ball goes out to Murphy. Murphy gets that ball out and there's Harper. Harper's wrapped up this time. They don't give her any chance at all. Surely that's a penalty. Rona Peters, she gets up. Well, she's still on her knees. Last tackle. How goes the kick? How goes the chase? How goes the catch? It bounces wickedly in goal. And if that horrible shaped rugby ball could have bounced towards Australia, who knows? Bottom line is they're 2 points ahead here at the Leeds Carnegie Stadium in this Women's Rugby League World Cup Final 2013. 2 points ahead, and his referee saying we've got one of our players injured here. What is sure it is who's telling her. It's Honey Arima, but referee says get on with it. She's been struggling a little bit. Little scoop from Acton halfback. It's number 12, Lisa Campbell. Kunst puts the tackle in, her opposite number. And it's an attack down that far side from Kelly Maipey. She's put to the ground as well. And it's Heather Ballinger involved in that tackle. Ball goes left. And New Zealand have knocked on, and it's picked up by Westara. They've got a set of 6, and that was a flop, in my opinion, by Kahu Rangi Peters. Norris makes it few metres. The battle of the Southern Hemispheres. Good ball there to Walton. Barrett gives it to Murphy. Murphy gives it to Brigginshaw, gives it to Kunst, who stopped 10 metres out. Younger Acton halfback gives it to Brigginshaw. Brigginshaw drives it forward, but she's pushed back to where she started by New Zealand, the 10 metres away. Murphy goes herself, comes inside herself, she puts a beautiful ball, she's in for a try! It's Ballinger! It's 18-12 under the H's with the kick to come! Shock on! Brigginshaw, straight in front of the H's, 10 metres out, big kick in the context of this final, but she keeps her nerve, she keeps her pressure, and it's Australia 20, New Zealand 8, after trailing, New Zealand 12, after Australia had trailed 12-8 to New Zealand.
Successful and really short conversion with the score now to New Zealand 12, Australia 20.
Well, what are the triple world champions made of? We could be seeing history made here this afternoon here at the Leeds Carnegie Stadium. Australia against New Zealand. They've trailed 4-0, 8-4, 12-8. Now they lead at 20-12 with just over 14 minutes left, and it's another drive forward. And this time it's from Alana Walton. But don't let's write off these New Zealand Silver Ferns World Champions yet on the last tackle. Murphy punts it downfield. It's collected from Carly Takano. Hone Harima drives it forward, makes an angled drive, but there's 3 Australians to tackle. Now then, got to keep the discipline. Something's got to happen here from this World Champions as Fiso joins the line, but she's wrapped up by 3, including Jenny Sue Hooper, as well as Ella Ballinger, who's scored that try, the 4th Australian try. A drive forward from Arnott Scanlon. Woodman at acting halfback gives it to Rona Peters. Peters gets it out to number 15, Amy Gilbert, who scored the Kiwis' last try. As we're on the last one, good set defensively, just inside the Australia half. Rona Peters punts it downfield. Bounces once, it bounces kindly for Australia. Good chase, nice little run, they didn't panic. New Zealand trying to eke a mistake out of this Australian side who they defeated earlier in the group stages of this tournament. Another good tackle, a big hit there on Joanne Barrett. Ballinger, try scorer, that 4th try. Well wrapped up, big hit, 3 in the tackle. New Zealand punt downfield, how good's the chase? It goes behind the fullback Fiso as it trickles towards the in goal. It's a cracking chase by Australia. There's 6 in that chase. Fiso has it. She's wrapped up by 3, including that girl Kunst. She must have covered every inch of that field in them forwards. Good tackle there from Hooper. Created the 3rd try and scored one herself. Oh, and they nearly dropped that then, did New Zealand, did Harima. She's wrapped up, Tara Wester involved. Woodman at acting half-back on their own 30-metre line. Woodman finds Rona Peters, kicks it down on the 4th. It goes behind full-back Samantha Hammond. Hammond picks it up. Comes back on herself, keeps hold of the ball. No panic, no frills rugby as the clock ticks down towards history here at this Festival of World Cups, the triple header. We've had one, this is the second here at the Leeds Carnegie Stadium. What a big hit by Woodman, but Australia keep hold of the ball, does Joanne Barrett. Barrett gives it to Brigginshaw. Brigginshaw makes a few metres. Woodman finishes her off a mini flop there between her and Rona Peters. Looked like a little knock on that. Good punt downfield there from Karen Murphy, trying to weaken mistake, but Fiso picks it up on her own 20-metre line. Fiso cuts inside, but Hooper and Tara Westerer involved in the tackle on the New Zealand 30-metre line. Battered and bruised player there, drives it forward, but Ballinger's involved. Norris is involved. Three involved in the tackle again, and number 14, Julie Young, putting herself about. Woodman from acting half-back, it needs some inspiration from her. She drives and spins, but there's 3 in the tackle again. Murphy's involved, just short of the New Zealand 40-metre line. Harima finds number 13, Akanese Pereira. Oh, and there's a chance on here. There's numbers to the right, but superb defending. Last one, the 30 away. Rona Peters. Chip over to the corner. How goes the chase? How cool's the fullback? Oh, brilliant! Another involuntary tackle in my mind. And they've given it. He's given a penalty. Well, she got away with one, or one of the players got away with one earlier, and then a bad tackle. They got the penalty, but not on this occasion. We very rarely see him. The most controversial one in the professional game was Chris Joyce, and he smiled and didn't go against him, but it went against an Australian play. Could this be what they wanted on the New Zealand drive forward? But it's I don't know whether it's for not play. Using as a shield, a penalty, so Australia get the rub of the green there. New Zealand then use one of the players as a shield. And third play, this referee's been on top as these seconds tick away. 20 points to 12. Australia make a good kick and they're going to play the ball from their own 20-metre line. And all I can say is the old Corporal Jones is don't panic, but that's what Australia haven't to do if they want to create history. Oh, there's an half chance on here. She keeps hold of the ball, but it's a superb tackle. But what a drive run forward from Hancock. Tarana Westmore, she finds Murphy. Murphy finds Hooper. Hooper cuts inside. There's a gap in front of her. She steps off the right. She's wrapped up there by Urangi Peters. Quick play of the ball. Australia driving forward after the line only a minute ago. Julie Young, ball goes right to Murphy. Murphy gets it out to Hammond. Hammond takes that ball 15 metres away. Julie Young at Atchin half-back. Murphy get and Westada loses her footing. Well, I thought he was pointing to last tackle then, but this is last tackle. Young finds Murphy. Murphy finds Brigginshaw. She finds Kuntz. Kuntz comes driving in. She passes it to nobody. Westada picks up the scraps. She gives... Oh! Well, we've stopped play, and I understand why he stopped it. But if it had carried on, that from Hooper pass to Jessica Palmer could have put her in the corner, but Brigginshaw went down, and I'll be interested to see what happens here because I've never seen that before. I'm just speaking to the cameraman who's... this is my first time doing commentary, but he's had a fantastic time and a heavy fortnight doing all these games of the Festival of the World Cup. It's done the 3 that's been up here. And I've never seen that before. I've never seen history made up. Well, I have once when England schoolboys beat Australia in a series, and it was 2-0 as Ballinger eyes for it. But not in the women's game, and not at the standard the rugby we're having shown in front of us this afternoon. Murphy goes herself. She could have passed it to Ammanent. He's, I think he's given a knock on there. I would have thought he should have called tackled. From there, under the rules, but we've not done that. But anyway, it's going to be, he's given a little knock on. He's given a scrum, and I'm glancing, we've got 6:44. There's 8 points in it. Australia have got a great chance here. 2 converted tries they've scored. 2 unconverted to New Zealand's 3 unconverted, and New Zealand in a hurry, but they're inside their own 10-metre line. Woodman, I think it is, makes a few metres. It's not Woodman, it's Kahurangi Peters, and the ball comes loose again, and Australia, Brigginshaw, oh, is a penalty? Ball stealing, do you go for 2? Yes. They're in no hurry, that clock's still ticking, they've not made a decision, you go for 2. He's holding the clock up and they're going for 2. They're still not shooting. I'd let Brigginshaw kick it. She's kicked the last 2. Come on. Wow. This could be the kick that cements a change in course in history for women's rugby league at world level. Can Ali Brigginshaw kick this to give her side a 10-point lead? She's kicked her last 2 conversions. What would she do with this penalty? She hits it! It's up! The flags are open! New Zealand now trail by 22 points to 12. Well, go for a short kick, and Tahi Norris drops on this ball, and we've had a fantastic game here at the Leeds Carnegie Stadium and we're going to witness history this afternoon in this Festival of World Cups. They lost the group game against Australia. They learned from it, and at the moment they're in control with less than 5 minutes to go, and they lead by 10 points. New Zealand have got to do something they haven't done so far. Score at least one converted try as Murphy punts it downfield. Fiso picks it up inside her own 10-metre line, and then Murphy puts the tackle in. She's out with Tara Westerer, one of the try scorers. Two tackles gone. Amy Gilbert. He must have thought the side was on her way to winning when she scored her side's third try, which gave him a 12-8 lead. Hirimi makes a few more metres. Woodman at acting half-back. Woodman scoots. She passes it to Rangi Peters, I beg your pardon. Thinking of the spaghetti. Rona Peters punts it downfield, and it's superbly taken by the fullback Samantha Hammond, who scored one of those tries which could be creating history. She makes a few metres, but what a superb take as we enter the last four. Hancock, she's had a belter. In fact, all 34 have had a belter, but the 17 in the green and the gold and green have had better ones. So they've been on a super belter. Young gives it to Harper. Harper gets through the first, but she's wrapped up and finished off by Harima. Hancock drives it forward, last tackle. It might not be pretty, but it's effective. Young at acting halfback gives it to Brigginshaw. It's a crossfield bomb. Will it bounce kindly? Well, it's gone out of play, and it means that the seconds are trickling by. And when you think about it, it's been a while since we've had a pressure down at that other end for New Zealand. They're putting pressure on, and they're not exactly rushing to form the scrum, are they? It's hot out there, it's sultry out there. It's awful conditions. It's great if you're a specky, but not if you're a player. I suppose it's great if you're a referee because you're not doing the tackling. The bottom line is, though, we've got 2:28 left. The clock stopped. 10 points in it. What a crack in it there by Barrett. Harima wrapped up there by Brigginshaw. Another drive forward. 3 in the tackle. Tongato's involved. Woodman on their own 40. Gives it to Rona Peters. Rona Peters puts a drop-off ball to Amber Parisol, the wrecking ball, but she's not wrecked anything today. Australia have done all the wrecking, and they're going to create history with less than 2 to go. Brilliant defence. Hall drives, but they've got her well wrapped up on their own 40-metre line. Have Australia, there's 3 on her. Woodman to Rona Peters. That's a punt downfield as it goes into touch. Just inside play, but New Zealand won't get the scrum. Australia have got it, and Australia in no rush to form the scrum as the clock ticks down. We've got just over a minute left in this final as the clock stops on 1:09. The world champions trailing by 10 points. The ball comes out, nothing silly. Just play out the set. Take your time getting up, even though that's unprofessional. 2 gone. Just a couple of more metres, eating down the clock. There is no way back for the world champions for the last World Cups. As Westara, I beg your pardon, gets the ball. Young. Barrett takes a tackle. Last one. All they've got to do is find touch. But Brickenshaw puts it full in touch, but there's 10 seconds left. There's the scrum. As the clock kicks down. New Zealand aren't even trying to get into the scrum. It's over! History has been made here at the Leeds Carnegie Stadium. Australia are the new world champions at Women's Rugby League. New Zealand had won the 3 World Cups that have been staged. But coming from 12-8 down, Australia have won the 2013 Women's World Cup by 22 points to 12. And really, I don't think that New Zealand believe this. They're in tears. But what can I say describing this game? At half-time, it was 8 apiece. But Australia hit back. As it were, it was 8 apiece then. I beg your pardon, New Zealand took an 8-12 lead when Amy Gilbert went out and drove over. That gave the New Zealand side a lead after that mistake. Then 4 minutes later, Australia took the lead. Jenny Sue Hope made a superb run. She could have scored herself, could have gone under the H's, but she passed it right to Samantha Hammond, who scored under the posts. And Ali Brigginshaw kicked the goal to make it 14-12. Then on 64 minutes, there was constant Australian pressure, and Heather Ballinger took the ball off Karen Murphy to drive over from close range. Ali Brigginshaw added the extras to make it 20 points to 18. And then with 5 minutes remaining, Australia got a penalty for ball stealing. Ali Brigginshaw, 10 metres out, in front of the H's, coolly and calmly put it over. And they just ran out of the time. But what a fantastic game. What a fantastic win for Australia. They call themselves the Jillaroos. Well, they're the world champions, Jillaroos, and don't they love it? It's great when you see history, and that's what we've seen this afternoon here in this Festival of World Cups 2013. What a fantastic game. What a fantastic win. Rugby League of the highest order, played out by both sides. And let's remember the people there who were just getting the medals. In this game, you've got to have the officials. And the officials were absolutely superb this afternoon in this game. They played hard and worked hard, as did both sets of players. But when New Zealand went 12-8 up, it looked perhaps that it could have been curtains when Gilbert made Australia pay for that mistake on 55 minutes to make it 12-8 for them. But New Zealand weren't expecting what they got from Australia. So New Zealand ladies, women are going to go up for the runners-up medals. This is the first time that they'll have done this in 4 World Cups. That's it, 4 World Cups. They'd beaten Australia in the group stages and must have thought they'd do it again. But fair play to these Australians, they never gave up and they scored some cracking tries. And I'm assuming there isn't going to be a man of the match, but well, you've got to come out with a cliche, haven't we really? Rugby League was the winner, as each player now, they shake each other's hands. They might have been battling for supremacy for 80 minutes to decide who was going to be the world champions, but they're now shaking each other's hands, and it's been a fantastic game. And we're waiting for the trophy or the runners-up medals to be presented by ex-Rugby League star as a girl in the girls' game, Sophie Cox, who went on to be what she is, a fantastic judo player now. And it's fitting that she was a history maker herself, that she's seen history herself, that she's seen her side, the Australians, become the first side to beat New Zealand in a Women's Rugby League World Cup final. And what a fantastic game it was. A credit to the game, and for people who may haven't have seen a women's game at Rugby League, I'll be quite honest, I've seen a few, but it doesn't get much better than this. This has been the best. This has been the ultimate, and New Zealand have had to lose their crown after 3 World Cup finals. Australia win it for the first time, and we're now waiting for the New Zealand, the Silver Ferns, to pick up the trophy. And albeit that this was the main game, just a reminder that England finished third after a 54-0 victory over France yesterday. But this was a different type of women's rugby league we've never seen. And we've been privileged to see that this afternoon. As the New Zealand, the former champions of the last 3 World Cups, come up in a strange set of circumstances, picking up the runners-up medals presented to them by Sophie Cox. There's some tired and bruised bodies out there. I suppose there'll be more tired and more bruised if you're the loser. But this was a fantastic match. And the Australian police have already won the opening game of this triple header today, the climax of the Festival of World Cup of Rugby League. And next up, on a different DVD, is the Students' World Cup of 2013, when the England students take on the Australian students. Will it be an Australian clean sweep? Will England win their only trophy open to them in a final, as the Australian ladies, the Gillaroos, are ready to come up to pick up the winners' medals and collect that trophy, which is impressive to say the least. Just so here we go, Australia then coming to collect the medals from Sophie Cox. Those 2 tries in 6 minutes did it, 5 minutes did it. 2 converted tries. Samantha Hammond and Heather Ballinger. And the icing on the cake, the penalty. They'll be tired, they'll be battered, they'll be bruised. But they're winners. They're World Cup winners. And they've had to wait 5 years for this. Karin Murphy at the back, the captain of this side. You thought they'd have waited to play that till after they got the cup, but that's me being slightly critical, but does it matter? Not really. You're the champions. So all the other players getting their medals before the skipper, Karin Murphy, is presented this trophy by Sophie Cox. Helping her out, she's Julia Lee, who's been one of the drivers for this tournament, and what a fantastic job she's done. As everybody's done, the organisation of this tournament has been second to none. All the volunteers who've been involved, everybody's hopefully brings new participants to have a great game at all levels. As we've also had the disabled Rugby League World Cup as well. As Cox presents the trophy, she lifts it up, does Karin Murphy, on Australia and her Women's World Champions 2013 after a 22-12 victory over Australia.